So welcome to day 10 of dropshipping. Dropping these daily dropshipping videos in 2025. And for today's video, I wanted to share you guys a really big reason of like how I go viral with all my dropshipping videos. Well, to be specific, with organic dropshipping videos, right? Because I think for most like dropshippers out there who are doing organic, like your biggest thing is to understand how to go viral. And for most beginners, this is like the biggest challenge ever. I know for me, when I was doing dropshipping on my own, I probably spent 4 to 5 months doing it on my own with no like help from anyone. And it was probably the hardest thing ever to just go and get 100k views on one video. Like how I classify a viral video is anything that's more than 100k views or above. And yeah, like even just for me to reach 100k views back then, it was so difficult. Like, and I had no idea like why or like what I wasn't doing right or wrong. And yeah, like today I really wanted to explain to you guys what was the biggest thing that I changed and what helped me go viral. And one of the biggest thing is controversy, right? And I think a lot of organic dropshippers know they would have heard the word controversy, and you need to add controversy to all your videos. But for me, when I was first learning about dropshipping, I didn't really understand what controversy was. Like I thought I knew what it was, which was, in general, was basically something where you're doing something in a video that doesn't look right, like something that's not normal, and that's like the controversy, right? So for example, most dropshippers, what they'll do is they'll add like a condom like in the background or something, and that's like the controversy, because it's like, you know, people who watch the videos will be like, why is there a condom there? And that's like a controversy, but that's like a really shit controversy. But then when you're beginning and when you're starting at the start of dropshipping, you think that having like a condom in your background is a good controversy. But it's not. That's not how you really use controversy. So how I learned that how to use controversies the right way was essentially you need to understand the niche that you're selling in. So for example, if I'm selling in a product within like religious niche and something for Christians, right? What I will do is I will look for things that people within that niche will understand, and only people in that niche will understand, and like either mix it up or completely say it wrong or describe it wrong, right? So for example, you could say there's something in the Bible where a verse that describes something about Jesus, but then you say the wrong verse and you say the wrong kind of quotes, and that will kind of spark something within people who are in the Christianity niche to comment, and they'll all say like, no, that's wrong, like you're not right, it's this, it's that. And that's really what you want to do. You want to really spark their brain and get them triggered. Like that's the main focus when you do a controversy, is to get them triggered. So then they'll have no choice but to comment, right? So that's like your whole goal with controversies, is you want to trigger them so hard that they have to comment into your videos. So yeah, that's my example with the Christianity stuff is just like saying the wrong verse or something, or even something harsher would be like saying something about, so you're selling something for Christians, but then you're saying something about like Muslims in your hook and saying how like this is better or whatever, like something stupid. But yeah, that'd be like the kind of controversies within that niche. And there's so many other things that you can do for other niches. Like for me, one of the first like winning products that I did was this pen fishing rod, which if you guys do organic dropshipping, I'm sure you guys would have seen it on your FYP. And essentially what I did for that niche that no other person was doing in that niche was I was trying to catch specific fishes that would be so big that they'd break the rod, right? But then I would ask my audience like what fish they want me to catch, or like I was asking them what fish would break this rod, and then for example they'll say a shark, and then or they'll say something like a snapper, right? Something more realistic to catch, which is like a snapper, and then I'll say, oh yeah, I just caught a snapper, but then it's not a snapper, it's like a trout. Right, something like that, where it kind of like sparks them, and like this guy doesn't know anything about fishing, and he's saying a trout is a snapper. Like this guy doesn't know anything. Like I was getting so many of those comments, and it still like having that controversy still shows the product in a good light, and the controversy doesn't really damage like the product's image. So then people will still buy the product, and that's the whole goal with the controversies. And once you keep adding like different controversies and kind of testing what controversy works on your accounts. And then basically once you understand how to use the controversies, for you it'll be so easy to go viral every single time. Like for me, basically every single product that I've done so far, if it's a good product, I will 100% go viral eventually. Like it might take a little longer just for me to like understand what kind of controversies to use in my videos, but eventually I will get there. So yeah, I hope you guys kind of learned something from this video, is what controversies are, because I know for me, it took me a long time to understand what's a right controversy and what isn't. Just don't do those stupid controversies that you see on like the classic dropshipping videos, right? With like condoms and stuff like that. Like those controversies are really stupid and they don't really make sense. What will set you apart is if you find a specific controversy to do with that niche, something that will trigger that niche. And also I think one way where you can actually find good controversies, right, is actually reading in the comments. Because if you see comments kind of like saying, oh no, he's wrong, he said this, but it's actually not, and you see a lot of those comments in a specific video, that's a good way to spot those controversies. Because for you, a lot of like the niches that you're in, you probably wouldn't know like a lot of the niches. Like if you're not religious and you're doing a Christian product, like you would have no idea all the Christian controversies that are in there. But then if you're looking at specific Christian videos, right, to research, and you look at the comments, you'll be able to spot those controversies by looking in the comments. Yeah, like when you do your research to plan your videos, don't just like look for videos to do with like that product, right? You want to look for things in that niche, right? So if you're doing like a Christian keychain Bible or something, don't just look at keychains. Look at other stuff that are being sold within the Christian niche, right? Look for other products, other kind of things that are talking about Christianity and not just to do with products as well. And that will help you find a lot of more different ideas for you to film kind of videos and where you can find different controversies from. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and you guys learned something out of this. Hopefully you guys understand a bit more how to use controversies in your videos. Let me know how it goes. It takes practice, takes time. Nothing is ever easy, but keep going at it. And if you guys have any questions about how you can use controversies in your videos, leave in the comments or DM me. I'm happy to, help you guys out, give you some tips, whatever I can to help. And yeah, that's all from me for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.